Right now, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche is testifying before a Senate Oversight Committee about you-know-who's nearly $1.8 billion fund for people he says were victims of Biden's Justice Department, which he was asked about yesterday. Take a look.
Why should taxpayers pay for the January 6th?
Well, it's been very well received, I have to tell you. I know very little about it. I wasn't involved in the whole creation of it and the negotiation. But this is reimbursing people that were horribly treated, horribly treated. It's anti-weaponization. They've been weaponized. They've been, in some cases, imprisoned wrongly. They paid legal fees that they didn't have. They've gone bankrupt. Their lives have been destroyed.
The acting attorney general is supposed to be the people's lawyer and defend the rule of law and not act as the president's personal lawyer. But in this administration, the Department of Justice is solely focused on pleasing one man.
There was the possibility that folks like the Oath Keepers, the Proud Boys who had assaulted Capitol police officers could receive multi-million-dollar payouts from this fund.
Whether an individual, an Oath Keeper, as you just mentioned, applies for compensation, is anybody in this country can apply.
Unbelievable.
And apparently a five-person panel will decide who gets compensated with our tax dollars. And just a small reminder, Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick was assaulted and died the next day, that day. They were there shouting, "Hang Mike Pence."
Yeah.
Now, had they found Mike Pence, I have no doubt that they would have done something. I don't know how you can justify this or why we have to pay for the. I don't get this. I don't understand that part. They want a lot. They want us to pay for the ballroom. They want us to pay for the giant arch. They want us to pay for the reverberations of that crazy airport and the reflecting pool. Why is this coming out of all of us? And where the hell is the government?
Well, he is the government. He, as you know,
he's consolidated his power.
It's the Donald Trump government. I mean, it's a cesspool with no bottom.
Yeah.
And just FYI, of the people that are going to be getting this money, if it happens, 6 have been charged with sex crimes involving children. 5 have been charged with drunk driving, 2 of them having killed other motorists. 5 were arrested for illegal weapons possession, including 2 who had rap sheets with domestic violence charges, and 2 have been arrested for rape.
These are the January 6th people.
That's right.
And these are crimes that came after January 6th, so they already did those crimes and then did these crimes.
I mean, this is what the country that we're living in right now, where a person like Donald Trump can tell these people, congressional people, Republicans have power in this country. I had dinner with a politician the other night, and he was saying, there is the Republican Party who are the people who have to stop him. Democrats have no power. The only power we have in the Congress is to vote, if they allow it. If they allow it. Remember that. They're doing everything to stop that also. We're losing the country.
No, we're not losing the country. It's a big, crappy battle for it, but it's a big battle.
Well,
we have not lost. We have not lost the country. They can fight as hard as they want to. We're going to fight hard.
No, I'm not saying that we've lost it.
Okay.
I'm saying that we are every day it gets worse and worse.
Well, and I think what's behind all of this, when we talk about Donald Trump, he is so consumed with legacy. He, President Obama's legacy is so untarnished, and his is so tainted. And President Obama, just lives rent-free in Donald Trump's brain. And I think a lot of this has to do with he wants to erase history. He is a person who was impeached for inciting an insurrection in our country. That is what happened. And so he is doing all this, in my view. Remember, we all saw it. And he wants us to forget what we saw with our own eyes.
Not just forget, give them money.
In giving the money, it's almost like they were wronged, right?
Yeah.
So everything is about erasing what he did and sort of trying to rehabilitate his reputation and his legacy.
Something I think about a lot.
I have been showing nonsense you can get from the liberal mouthpieces on The View. They only talk about what the J6ers did, but they will never say what was factual about the Democrats' playbook about this day. Tell the truth for once in your life, ladies.